Flowers die in 3 days. Matching underwear from MeUndies? That's a gift that lasts. MeUndies creates matching prints for couples and friends, same adorable designs in different cuts for each of you, all made from their signature ultramodal fabric that feels impossibly soft. With 30 million pairs sold and 90,000 five-star reviews, MeUndies matching prints are the perfect gift. Valentine's Day is February 14th, so don't wait. Get exclusive deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/ACAST, code ACAST. That's MeUndies.com/ACAST, code ACAST.
You know what's wild? Most people are still overpaying for car insurance just because it's a pain to switch. That's why there's Jerry. Jerry's the only app that compares rates from over 50 insurers in minutes and helps you switch fast with no spam calls or hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Before you renew your car insurance policy, do yourself a favor. Download the Jerry app or head to jerry.ai/ACAST.
On today's Smart 7, Trump launches International Board of Peace, trilateral talks on Ukraine in Abu Dhabi, and much more. It's Friday, 23rd of January, it's Pi Day, and happy birthday, Mariska Hargitay.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Thursday saw Donald Trump change direction once again, moving on from Greenland and back to his pursuit of peace. He convened an official signing of a treaty for his new International Board of Peace with a somewhat random collection of world leaders, including the United Arab Emirates, Turkey and Pakistan, along with Kosovo, Paraguay and Mongolia. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has said he will join, and former Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair is on the executive board. Donald sounded delighted with his new venture.
We're going to have peace in the world, and boy, would that be a great legacy for all of us. Everybody in this room is a star, or you wouldn't be here. There's a reason that you're here. And you're all stars.
Permanent seats on the board apparently cost $1 billion, and Vladimir Putin has been invited to join. Perhaps not surprisingly, most European countries have politely declined, including France and Germany, and UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper was happy to clarify her position.
We won't be one of the signatories for what is a legally binding treaty today. We also are concerned about suggestions that President Putin might be part of this because, frankly, we need pressure on President Putin to deliver peace in Ukraine, which so far he is refusing to do.
There was relief all round at a European leaders meeting in Brussels on Thursday, which had been convened to discuss Donald Trump's Greenland obsession. EU leaders, including German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, were happy that European unity managed to deflect the threat, with JD Vance now charged with completing a diplomatic deal. But Merz was warning that the focus now needs to be on Ukraine. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte, who appeared to play a key role in Trump's change of mind, was cautious about describing how the change came about.
We discussed on his idea, his vision. I mean, he was the one who reinvigorated NATO, and now he's the one who is really focusing NATO again.
Ukrainian President Zelensky met with Trump in Davos on Thursday, and Trump's envoys then headed to Moscow to meet with the Russian president. This will be a key weekend for the Ukraine peace process, with trilateral talks taking place in Abu Dhabi between the US, Ukraine and Russia, and Zelensky was sounding positive after his meeting with Trump.
I think this is like last mile, which is very difficult. During any dialogue with any president, I have to defend the interests of my country. Maybe it's not simple, but today it was positive.
The government's plan to stop the use of hotels for asylum seekers got underway on Thursday as the first contingent arrived at Crowborough, a former military camp in East Sussex. The initial group is made up of 27 men, but it's expected up to 900 people will be housed between the Sussex camp and a second one in Inverness. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood says it's part of a campaign to relieve pressure on communities by removing the incentives that draw illegal migrants to Britain. Local residents aren't happy and have been protesting since December, in particular because the new arrivals are undocumented males, although the Home Office says police checks have been carried out. Laura Cooper is an asylum hotel support worker, and she says that the system itself needs review.
People are not all the same, but they have been forced together to endure this temporary living in a hotel, which is a fake reality.
The The government announced on Thursday that about 4 million people will have to wait for their chance to vote in the local elections as they delayed the May vote in 29 different council areas. It's because Labour are involved in an overhaul of the council system, which will see an end to the traditional 2 tiers of local government, but it's taking longer than expected to complete. The proposed date won't be until 2027, which has annoyed Nigel Farage's Reform Party, who have launched a judicial review, while the Tories' shadow local government secretary James Cleverly says Labour are trying to duck responsibility for the decision. Steve Reid, the Secretary of State for Housing and Local Government, says it's a bit rich for the Tories to be criticising the move, and he brought the receipts.
I am not the first Secretary of State to seek to delay elections. The Shadow Secretary of State suggested that the previous government had not done the same thing. But perhaps he has forgotten the postponements in Weymouth and Portland, or Aylesbury, Chiltern, South Buckinghamshire and Wickham, or Cumbria, North Yorkshire and Somerset.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, Villa go top in the Europa League and Sinners breaks Oscar records. Right after this.
Tired of your car insurance rate going up even with a clean driving record? You're not alone. That's why there's Jerry, your proactive insurance assistant. Jerry compares rates side by side from over 50 top insurers and helps you switch with ease. Jerry even tracks market rates and alerts you when it's best to shop. No spam calls, no hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Switch with confidence. Download the Jerry app or visit jerry.ai/ACAST today.
Amazon One Medical presents Painful Thoughts.
Do they ever actually clean the ball pit at these kids' play gyms? Or is my kid just swimming in a vat of bacteria, catching whatever cootie of the day is breeding in there? A cootie that'll probably take down our whole family.
Luckily, with Amazon One Medical 24/7 virtual care, you can get checked out for whatever ball pititis you've contracted. Amazon One Medical. Healthcare just got less painful.
Welcome back. Thursday night saw the Europa League resume with Celtic, Aston Villa, Rangers and Nottingham Forest all in action. Celtic got an important point with a 2-all-away draw at Bologna, while Rangers were at home to Bulgarian side Ludogorets, and it finished 1-0 to the Scottish side. Nottingham Forest were on the road to face Portuguese side FC Braga, but suffered a 1-0 loss. Aston Villa were in Turkey to take on Fenerbahce and came away with a win. That puts them joint top of the table with 18 points from 7 games, much to the delight of manager Unai Emery.
Yes, we compete fantastic and we adapted everything they were demanding us. In the first 45 minutes, the first half we played fantastic.
Thursday morning saw the Oscar nominations for 2026 announced, and Ryan Coogler's vampire drama Sinners swept the board. It picked up a record-breaking 16 nominations, including Best Picture, Best Director and Best Actor for Michael B. Jordan. Ireland's Jessie Buckley and Marty Supreme's Timothée Chalamet continued their hot streak with Best Actress and Actor nominations, while Leonardo DiCaprio also got a Best Actor nod. One man who didn't trouble the Academy is Chris Pratt, who has been busy on the promotional trail for his new movie, futuristic AI thriller Mercy. He turned up with Chris Evans to sing the mixtape of his life in a nod to Guardians of the Galaxy.
So it would start with a show I did called Everwood. Da-da-da. And then the second one would probably be like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Maybe I'd mix in The Pit in there, you know, a little bit of mouse rap. And then I would have to go to Come and Get Your Love, that really, really wonderful song from Guardians of the Galaxy.
There probably aren't too many thrillers about piano tuning, but that's all about to change. Tuna is a new movie from Academy Award-winning documentary maker Daniel Roher, who won an Oscar for Navalny. Now he's turned his attention to action and assembled a cast including Dustin Hoffman, Leo Woodall, Havana Rose-Liu and Jean Reno. Woodall stars as a piano tuner whose incredibly sensitive hearing also turns out to be useful when it comes to old-school safe cracking. It's due to hit cinemas in May.
I get hyperacusis. I'm allergic to loud noises.
Hello? You know how long you're gonna be? It's loud.
As long as it takes. Unless you can open the safe. Already.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Guys, it's no use putting it off. The best time for an underwear refresh is now. Tommy John underwear is designed for a perfect fit that stays put all day. There's zero chafe thanks to 4 times more stretch than competing brands. And their innovative horizontal quick-draw fly is a game changer. With over 30 million pairs sold, there are thousands of men out there more comfortable than you. Don't settle for less. Go to TommyJohn.com today for 25% off your first order with code COMFORT. That's TommyJohn.com/comfort. Tommy John, comfort perfected.